Well, COT essentially is a partnership. It's a partnership of statutory organisations that straddle the border. It's the Western Health and Social Services Board and Western Trust, the Southern Health and Social Services Board and Southern Trust, and the HSE on the southern side of the border. And COT, in essence, is about ensuring that we actually work very closely together to take best advantage of the resources that we have, and that we ensure that staff learn in terms of best practice on both sides of the border. So it's a very important partnership that fosters a lot of learning between the two jurisdictions.
An example would be a service, oral maxillofacial service, where we provide the service for the whole population in the west of Northern Ireland, plus Donegal down to Sligo. And our colleagues in the Republic of Ireland fund 2 consultant posts, and we fund 2, but we're able then to provide that service, a very skilled specialist service, to the population of around 450,000 people. If you were in a major road traffic accident and your face, your jaw was badly damaged, you might have to be taken up to Belfast for surgery, whereas now, because that service is funded cross-border and delivered cross-border, that can be provided locally. And it's very much welcomed by patients, and it's very much welcomed by their families as well.
Because of the existence of the framework for cross-border cooperation, we've been able to put in place very practical arrangements that make sense from the point of view of the general public. A small little example is the access to the neonatal unit in Altnagavin Hospital in Derry for babies from Donegal who otherwise would have to undergo a journey of up to 4 hours by ambulance to Dublin. So where particular needs have been identified, this model of working allows us to come up with really good practical solutions from the point of view of the population.
Part of the reason for COT is to ensure that the border area has a voice in terms of influencing government about inequalities and equalities, and ensuring that peripherality is dealt with, particularly in terms of access to health and social care services.
There are magnificent opportunities for sharing best practice, for cooperating, I suppose for avoiding duplication and avoiding reinventing the wheel. And into the future, in relation to the planning of new subspecialist services, if we can look at certain things, certain expensive services, or maybe services that aren't currently provided on the island of Ireland, there certainly are opportunities for economy of scale in terms of provision, and also for dealing with real critical serious access issues for individuals and their families.
In reality, it also helps us to provide a whole range of services that we would not be able to sustain in the west of Ireland, and that actually helps me as an employer to recruit high quality staff to come and join the team. When they see the range of services that is available, they're quite attracted to come and work in the area, so there's a bigger spin-off rather than just service delivery.
My vision is that in future, when we start to plan for services on the island of Ireland, where it makes sense, that we plan for them on the basis that we don't have a border. We plan for them on the basis of the needs of our total population.